We seen
Oh,
the
wait.
Thunderbolts.
We did see Thunderbolts together.
I forgot to change my Pokemon.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we saw Thunderbolts. I liked it. Good movie. Non-spoiler thoughts.
I liked it too.
Yeah, it was good. I'm not sure if I was thinking about it. I'm like thinking just like how much do I like it? Because everybody's really hyping it up, and I'm like, was it really on that level? Or is it just like my Marvel fatigue? I don't know. Maybe I just.
I'll tell you what it is.
Bidoof?
I'd say it is
That's not Bidoof.
probably the second best Marvel movie in the current, like the new movies after Endgame. Actually, no, maybe like third.
I don't know about that.
So it's number one is clearly Guardians 3.
I guess.
Clearly.
Not my personal favorite. I wouldn't.
What
That
else?
would be my personal number one, but I'm fair with saying that's probably the consensus.
Yeah, what else would be better
Hold
than
on,
Guardians 3?
Let me see
No
the
Ma-
post
No Way Home
Endgame
on the
Marvel
first
movies.
watch?
Yeah, No Way Home on the first watch, probably number one, but No
Why
Way
only
Home
on the first
every
watch?
watch after that is definitely second.
Okay,
Okay.
so the multiverse saga has Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home, Doctor Strange
Shang-Chi was
2.
fire.
Shang-Chi was pretty good.
I fell
people-
asleep during Shang-Chi.
I did too, but I was high and tired. So.
I fell
But I
asleep in
woke
the
up.
movie theater.
No, but I woke up. I woke up during the epic end, like the fight scene at the end. I was like, holy
That's
shit!
exactly what happened to me.
No.
That's
It made
exactly
me
what
wa-
happened to me.
It made me want to go back and watch though. I was like, nah, I gotta watch this shit again.
I'm like,
It
what
was
the
so
fuck kind of
epic.
movie is this now?
Dude, this shit turned into an anime, my nigga, and not in no cringy or sarcastic way. Like that shit was lit, bro. Like
Yeah, so Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home, Doctor Strange 2, Thor 4, Black Panther 2, Ant-Man and Wasp.
oh, Black Panther 2 was really good.
Ant-Man and Wasp, Guardians 3, Marvels, Deadpool, Wolverine.
Oh, Deadpool Wolverine. Forgot about
I
that.
didn't see Marvels. I still have to.
I haven't seen Marvels.
No, that movie sucked. I bet.
I haven't seen Marvels. I haven't seen Captain America: Brave New World. Saw Thunderbolts.
Okay. So for sure, Thunderbolts is better than most of those.
I suppose so. You
I
know what
don't
it
know
is?
how to rank them.
I think what's tough about it is that they've had to like bail on the whole like not Shang-Chi, the whole Kang thing.
Kang Thang.
And it's a bail on the whole Kang thing, and it threw everything off. But also, like, I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously everybody has the same issue with it. It's just there's something. It's not as I don't know. There's no cohesion, I feel, with these movies anymore. It doesn't feel like connected in the same way the pre-Endgame movies were.
That's what they're gonna try to do now. Apparently.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They mentioned that so they already talked about it recently on like recent interviews where Disney was like give us more shit, and they kind of forced people to make Marvel shows on Disney Plus. But now they are releasing a lot less Marvel stuff to focus more on like quality movies and connecting them together again. So I feel like Thunderbolts is like a sign of like the future for Marvel movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's tough because these movies have to be all made pretty close together. So I don't know. All these movies and shows are made ostensibly like really close together just because of how release works. So Marvel's always working and they're always producing shit. So I don't know. The next movie is Fantastic Four, but Thunderbolts was good. I thought it was good. I don't know how I feel about like the end, the third act, but I feel like it works. It makes sense, but I don't know if it really works for me.
Josh is
Josh is
dying
dying.
over here.
I don't even know what to say. I feel like, should I help? Did I call for help?
Me and Chris are just sitting here watching Josh die.
I feel like this is wrong.
Yo, you stupid.
Like the whole conversation just stopped, and we're just.
Is it
sitting-
unethical for me to like continue talking like nothing's happening right now?
I mean, I muted.
You weren't.
You were just hard coughing into the mic.
Yeah, we heard you like hawking up a lung.
I wasn't muted.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
You were too busy suffering to even think about muting.
I think I have to switch the mic.
Damn. But yeah, Thunderbolts was good. But without getting super hard into spoilers, there's a lot of really funny moments in it.
And it somewhat changed.
Now you're muted for sure.
Yeah, now he's muted. It somewhat changed the formula on Marvel movies here and there. With the way that they
Still
resolve
muted.
the problems
You're
at the
good.
end. No.
I know
Okay.
deep down Josh was stressing because nobody has powers in this.
Okay. All right. You know, I waited long enough, so I'm gonna give my thoughts.
Yeah.
was
Here we go.
trying to-
Spoilers on Thunderbolts now.
Yeah, very light spoilers. I'm gonna. I don't. You. I don't know. You tell me. So, I enjoyed the movie because it was fun. It was pretty lighthearted, except for like the message, which I thought was cool, but could have been a lot stronger. It was overall about mental health. You know. I think why everyone else is dick ride in this movie is because it felt like it was its own thing, like self-contained. Like you didn't have to watch any shows or any previous movies to really enjoy what's happening. You know, I forgot what happened in Black Widow, other than Black Widow dying at the end.
Yeah.
Spoilers, but that movie.
Well, she
came
didn't
out
die
like
at
3
the end
years
there.
ago. She didn't.
She dies in Endgame, right?
Yeah, she does in Endgame.
Oh,
Black Widow
okay.
took place before.
It's a prequel technically.
It was
Black
just
Widow's.
randomly placed, but
Okay. So, yeah. Well, there you go. You didn't need to really see anything prior, and I think everyone liked that. And everyone knows that the next movie's Fantastic Four, and then they had like the little sneak preview for the end scene credit. So yeah, I think everyone feels like, okay, we got some nice momentum going. It was a fun movie, reminiscent of like the ones from the first, from the first act, or even like a Guardians of the Galaxy, how that was like, chill and lighthearted with good action and all of that. So yeah, it was simple. It was really simple with it was heavy on its characters. Like the actual characters carried the movie. So like I would love to watch it again.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't want to go to the movies to pay to watch it again, but like when it comes out on streaming, I'm definitely gonna like just put it on.
I'd watch it
It
again.
was
Yeah.
a good time.
I would
Yeah.
watch it again.
I do wish that I talked to you guys about it right after the movie, but yeah, like I do wish that they leaned a lot harder on the mental, like the what do you call that? The like every character specific, like, trauma.
Yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
they sprinkled it a little bit, but they didn't really resolve anything with the individual characters.
I agree. Maybe that's on purpose because this is a continuing arc and we're gonna see these guys again. But yeah, you're right. I think the only characters to really get a whole lot of focus are Yelena, U.S. Agent, and Sentry. Basically, I don't know who else because they didn't really spend a whole lot of time with Ghost.
No, they didn't.
And we know her
And-
deal, I guess, because she's the villain, kind of. She's a villain in Ant-Man 2. But, man, if you don't remember that movie, you're SOL. That movie came out.
I don't. I don't remember that movie.
That movie came out in 2018. Golly.
Yeah.
And
But-
Taskmaster just got shafted like
Oh, yeah.
insanely hard.
Yeah, they killed Taskmaster immediately.
And it's super unceremonious as well.
Yeah, which is funny because she's from like the Black Widow movie. She's just like the main villain of it, and then they just like offed her there. I kept thinking that they were gonna bring her back, like she was just gonna come back somehow. I was just waiting for her to step back in, but I guess it didn't happen at all.
That was a missed opportunity. Taskmaster is an endearing character, and he has a fan base behind him. It doesn't matter if it was a girl. They could have
Yeah.
just he did a girl version of Taskmaster, real cocky, but different from U.S. Agent. You know, there is potential there, and you know, Taskmaster got killed off early.
Well, the only thing is
So,
that like the Taskmaster
unfortunate.
in the movies is not super the Taskmaster we know from the comics. She's very different. Like she doesn't have that same swagger that comic Taskmaster has. She's almost entirely different character, just wearing the name, which is fine. It doesn't have to be comic accurate, but I guess it would have been cool to have a Taskmaster in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, they could have had it. Yeah, the swag could have been developed in this movie. Like the character could have been built. I feel like, you know,
I think so,
and that's how I look at it, like a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, you gotta have
Maybe it was
Taskmaster, bro. You can't
contract
just
issues.
kill Taskmaster. I don't know.
Maybe they were supposed to be a part of the movie.
I
And
don't know.
some
I
things
feel like that
have-
was just like a big moment in the movie. I don't know why they did that. I don't even imagine it would be like contract thing because, you know, they signed these with the intention that you're going to be in multiple movies. I don't know. It's weird. But I think it's a worthwhile movie for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed Brave New World. I'm waiting for it to come on Disney Plus so I can watch it.
Yeah. I'm waiting
That
for
and
too.
the Marvels is the only movie I have, are the only movies I haven't seen. The TV shows, forget about it. I'm way gone. I'm so behind on all the shows.
I mean, Loki might be worth the watch.
I know. I feel like I liked Loki a lot, but I just haven't gone back. And it's unlikely that I will at this point. Maybe I will. I mean, you know, Loki's going to be in the Avengers movie, so I feel like what happens there is going to be highly relevant. But I don't know.
Yeah, season 1 and 2. I mean, they were both enjoyable.
Yeah, Loki was good. I where I cut off with the TV show was literally the Hawkeye show. I didn't.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I didn't care for that at all.
You hate Hawkeye, so
I did watch the first episode. And I didn't care.
nah, dude, you hate it.
She-Hulk was cool.
I haven't watched
was
She-Hulk.
alright. Yeah.
But yeah, that's our super cool review of the Thunderbolts. I guess it's good. It's worth a watch. I would say it's well made.
Yeah.
It was very fun. I had a fun. I'd be lying if I say I didn't have fun in the movie watching it. The ending's pretty funny, I would say. I wish they explored it slightly more, but I feel like there's a time skip. Spoiler alert! That happens. That I'm sure that's going to be explained in later movies. But I think the idea was funny at the end there, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Very fun movie. Nixon 5, by the way.
Nixon 5. I'm not gonna-
True.
Nixon
I
5.
don't-
So true.
We called
Yeah.
it here on this pod. We've talked about it. We've said. I think.
No wrong burgundies here.
No wrong burgundies here. Nixon 5.
Yeah, we got to close out. We got to close out tomorrow for sure.
Who better to close out than the best closer in the game?
Yeah, didn't Jalen Brunson win a Clutch Player of the Year or something like that?
He sure,
Sure
did. I think my favorite part about it is the post-game interviews with fans in Madison Square Garden. I keep hunting for those.
Yeah. Those are great. Everyone's so excited.
I'm always afraid, I would never do it. I'm always afraid I'd just say something really dumb. Or not even in a fun way. Because everybody says some dumb thing. But everybody's pretty fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, Pacers is playing against Cleveland right now. Cleveland's up. I'm hoping Cleveland gets a couple games and makes it a longer series so that whoever we play,
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I was like, I hope, they take it to 7 so our guys can win in 5 and get a break. Yeah,
I feel
or
like
at least 6.
Pacers Knicks would be such a fire ass Eastern Conference final.
Yeah, I guess. Everyone thinks it's gonna be fire, but for me, it's like it's such a. On the one hand, this can be incredible if we win against like a rival on the East Coast, but on the other hand, if we lose, oh my god, like you know how Celtics fans is gonna be feeling it all summer. So are we if we lose, but I believe in the Knicks.
I too believe in the Knicks. There's a bunch of scrappy players.
I don't have stakes.
I too believe in the Knicks.
I believe in the Knicks. I believe in the Knicks. Let me think. We do have questions, but is there anything? I'm trying to think if there's anything I've seen. Anything else that I've seen that's worth talking about.
Jalen Brunson is the king of New York.
We crowned him already.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have to win 5 games. He's preloaded.
He already was. We crowned him during the regular season. I mean, this team, man.
My Dominican king on this team.
Playing with a broken finger.
Yeah.
That's a beast.
That's the guy. I do have some questions from our guy Mike. This is from all the way back in April. So he asks, what up, boys? Hope you're all enjoying your weekend so far. Got any plans for Easter? Questions below. First of all, I don't remember what I did on Easter, but probably not anything particularly religious.
I didn't do anything on Easter. I was just chilling.
Easter. What did I do on Easter? I don't know. I don't remember. Easter was that the weekend of the 19th? Because I think I was away. I went to Philly that weekend. I don't even remember when Easter is. That's how bad it is. But his first question is, what are the simple pleasures you really enjoy in life? For me, I really like a nice espresso in the morning, also clean clothes, and a nice cologne combo.
Cologne combo?
A nice clothes and cologne combo.
Oh. Man, for me, breakfast is a highlight of my life in general. Whether I do it big or small. But I, too, enjoy a coffee in the morning, whether that's hot or iced.
I love a coffee.
A nice bagel with cream cheese to go with it.
I, too, enjoy coffee. That is one of my simple pleasures in life. I just... in the morning when I'm at work and I'm just like letting caffeine take over my body and become and just do my daily tasks while I get to be spiritually a vampire. It's very nice. This is probably a self-destructive one, but I suppose ordering lunch is nice. Like getting lunch. Like a nice lunch for myself from Uber Eats, which I need to slow down on. But it's so cool.
Yeah, it's handy, but they
getting
hit
whatever you
with
want.
fees.
I got Uber Eats one, and it's still just like they find a way. They'll get their money. These fucking people.
Hey, you ain't lying.
But just like looking forward to like what am I gonna order today is very nice. It's a nice thing.
Yeah, you're so far from like.
Yeah, Josh knows
Like
where I
food
work.
places, too.
Josh knows where I work. I'm like so far. I have to order.
Yeah, they should fucking. Your job should have like a Uber account that everyone uses.
For real. I don't have my lunch break is pretty short. And nowadays I actually kind of have to work while I eat, so I can't even go nowhere. But yeah, that's my thing. I don't know. That's my simple thing. Reading manga, to be honest, that's a nice simple pleasure. Just
Oh, right, simple pleasures, right?
yeah, something that's just like a thing in your life that's just like this is sick. Brings a little levity to your life.
I'll say this. There's like a couple YouTubers that I've been watching for like over honestly like probably close to 10 years now. They came out, I want to say like 2014, 15. And they play competitive Pokemon on Pokemon Showdown, and they upload like lives like while they're playing.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that they still upload like frequently. So whether I'm going to sleep watching one of like put on one of those videos to probably like end up falling asleep, or like just like watch it here and there, it's really nice. It's a nice comfort too, because I could like watch it and laugh, and it's almost nostalgic in a sense, because I don't really play competitive Pokemon anymore. Or I really don't at all. I guess it's been a very long break.
I hung your number up. Josh Cole is in competitive Pokemon Hall of Fame.
Josh actually showed me how to play Pokemon, like at a higher level. I remember when he showed me how to play.
Team for you.
Yeah, build teams and shit.
Mm-hmm. That was in Generation 6. Yeah, you had Skarnbliss with Venusaur, and that shit was OD because it was a super. I made that team because I was like, this is like a standard super good defensive core, and it's like it performs well and it helps you get better at the game because you learn how like they're all like those three are like really good at the specific roles on defense. Yeah, that was a while ago.
What about you, Brian?
Simple pleasures.
Yeah.
Gaming.
Gaming.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
a big time gamer.
Crushing the competition, stomping noobs.
Yeah, I just
Do
love
you have a number one comfort game?
probably Valorant, honestly. Especially nowadays. I don't know what happened, but like a flip kind of switched in me. I don't really get like tilted anymore at games. I kind of just play to play, and I just do my thing.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's just gaming is like my competitive outlet. I'm a very competitive person, and this just gives me the drive, or not the drive, but gives me the opportunity to do so. Like right now, I'm at the highest peak that I've ever been playing Valorant. Like I just recently reached Immortal, like halfway through Immortal 1. So I'm climbing through the ranks.
Wow.
I'm still going.
Hell yeah.
So it's been fun.
Hell yeah. Next question. We have, what's the nicest restaurant you've ever been to? On our honeymoon, we went to the cheapest Michelin-starred restaurant in the world. It's cool to say that we've been, but we've had better service at a bodega. If I had to think hard, I would say the fanciest restaurant I've been to is Keen's Chop House as part of a work event. It's a super old steakhouse in the city, and it has a really good mutton chop. What are the fanciest restaurants you've ever been to?
McDonald's.
Damn.
I'm kidding. I've been to some steakhouse in, I don't even know what the fuck it's called,
I gotta look that shit up.
but I think it was in Tribeca.
I
I've
went
been
to
like
this
a steakhouse there.
steakhouse in Tribeca.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know which one it's called, but I
sounds
know
good.
it's some fancy shit.
I went to a really fancy like Asian restaurant in Chelsea, so actually not far from Tribeca, it's like right there. But I don't remember the name of it, but it was like 2 floors. It was really
Wow.
really fancy. I went for my little brother's birthday. Yeah, that was a good time. I don't remember the name of it though.
I have been to
Sure.
I've been to 2 restaurants I would constitute as pretty fancy. One is called One If by Land, Two by Sea. It's a pretty fancy, expensive restaurant. I think we went there for like restaurant week. They had like a multi-course menu. And man, it was a weird experience. They could tell immediately that we were rubes. They were the way the restaurant,
Fish out of water.
yeah, for real. It's like they the way the restaurant was set up is that they had this like really nice in the ground floor. There was like really nice restaurant space, but then they had this weird like back area where they take you through and you're like on the set of an old Harry Potter library type shit. And they put us like way in the corner. They put us in darkness basically. I remember, and we were like,
Did you sit and eat?
huh?
Just sit and eat?
Yeah. And there
All
was
of you guys?
it was me and my girl, and we went, and it was wine bottles and behind us like a shelf of just wine and shit, and and there was other families there. There's like another table, but we were
Yeah,
like,
you guys weren't the only ones in this dark corner.
yeah. But we were
Okay.
But we were in the darkest corner of the dark corner, and it was very strange. I mean, obvious reasons. I mean, you know, it's
Wow. That's crazy because you
Right.
guys probably weren't like dressed up or something like that.
I mean, we were dressed as best. I thought we look nice, but I guess
were
not
people
nice
in
enough.
there like in
No,
suits
I
and
mean,
shit?
yeah,
Like,
these
in
are like
dresses?
this is a rich people restaurant for sure. The only reason we went is because it was restaurant week, and usually in that time, a lot of like fancier restaurants do things for cheap or relatively affordable if you want to go out and do something fun.
Okay.
So we went, and the food was like, I think it was multiple courses, and every course also had like a glass of wine, like a different glass of wine. So we were just like downing multiple glasses of wine with every course.
Damn.
It was crazy. It was a crazy experience. Not the most memorable food. I don't remember what we ate. It was just like a lot of like, not samples, but like, you know, multiple courses of things. So every serving was kind of like smallish.
Yeah.
And then the other one is I took my girl for her birthday to a place called Manhattan, and it's right above the Alamo on Lower Manhattan. That one's a nicer one. It's like really high up and it's a cool view. Expensive, obviously, but food was
Yeah.
cool. And then never again.
Manhattan.
And Chris, you
Manhattan.
was front.
No, I can never do something like that again. No, not never. I'll probably do it. What restaurant week is kind of cool in that way, but yeah, it's definitely not a regular occurrence with me. But yeah, those are my fanciest restaurants, I suppose.
Nice. Now I'm inspired. I gotta go to some uppity shit. Or just some nicer stuff.
It's kind of not worth it. It really
I've been
isn't.
I've been to some spots that had really good food and was like, I don't want to say they're not like fancy, but definitely like they were like kind of expensive. There's this Italian food spot in the Lower East Side. because it's like next to Second Avenue.
Hmm.
So like by the F train, like the F and the M. So like around Delan, it's not far from
Yeah,
Delancey.
yeah, I know what
but anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. Oh, what was I saying was over there? Oh,
Italian restaurant.
yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. The Italian food spot, Suppers NYC.
Hmm.
Yo, they make such good food. They have
Ah,
like outdoor seating and stuff too. Yeah, it's not like a really fancy location. It's just the food is so fucking slamming,
yeah.
and it's not cheap. They have like an avocado salad that's incredible. I mean, the tomatoes taste good by themselves, like they're seasoned and stuff too. So,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, they have the best garlic bread I've ever had in my life too. They have the actual garlic roasted on the bread, and you spread it. Yo, amazing. I went to a spot in the village. Nikki took me to one for my birthday a few years ago, and we did omakase at this Japanese spot.
Hmm.
It was like a little, like a small little sushi spot, but it didn't look really fancy, but you know, they had like a lot of people in there, and you know, like the head chef was like white. And like when we ordered the omakase, he came around and like he was like serving a certain shit, asking us how the dishes are and all of that. And he was like going up to like other people too. And then I told him it was my birthday, and he was like, "Oh," and so you see, I had like a beer and some sake, and he was like, "Oh, which one did you like more?" I was like, "Man, I can't decide. They're both good." He was like, "All right." So he came back and had like another can and like another like little, like it's like a, you know, the sake comes in like this little hot fucking bottle or whatever.
Hmm.
But it was just a really dope experience. I'm sure it wasn't cheap at all, but I don't know because it was for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're fancy places, but it definitely felt like those two were definitely really fancy experiences.
That's kind of cool.
As far as the food goes. Yeah, omakase is when for those who don't know, is when they give you like a piece, like a roll at a time, basically. And they're usually like really intricate, like sushi pieces. Like they'll have like different types of fish on it, and eggs or whatever fancy shit. Some of them they blow torched to make hot. Some of them had like cow meat and chicken, like cooked. It was good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I think I had shark too.
You had shark?
Yeah, I think so.
How was that?
I don't remember. I was so fucking lit. I'm just being. I like for real. Like I had like they give you like it's like 10 to 12 different pieces at a time, and they're like pretty big. You know what I mean? So they get satisfied by the end.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I would love to do that with y'all. Like omakase, it's fun.
I'm not a big sushi guy. I don't like fish like
Oh,
that.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would hate it. You know what's funny? He asked us before we started. He was like, "All right, y'all want to do crazy, or you want to keep it basic?" And then Nikki was like, "I want to keep it basic. I don't really eat sushi like that." He was like, "Okay," and I was like, "I'm down for whatever." I was like, "I just don't want mayonnaise." He was like, "Okay, down for whatever, no mayonnaise, got you." And them motherfuckers did not play. They didn't put no mayonnaise on nothing, but everything was good. Like it was just such a variety.
That's pretty sick. We got one more question, and then we could probably move on to the main show. Mike asks, "What is your favorite Dominican food?" I would say my grandmother's habichuelas was my single favorite thing in Dominican cuisine. I also like a good pernil. Benit is also one of my favorites. I do love benit.
Is that beans?
Habichuelas is like beans. I don't know if he means like the sweet kind, because they do that.
Yo,
It's like a sweet bean thing, but
You know what's funny? I think beans is like the kidney beans. You know, like the regular, not the sweet ones, like the ones that they put like with the white rice or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
like, either on the
that's one of
side
my
or on
favorite
top.
things as well.
Oh my god,
It's one
I
of my
can eat
favorite
that
things.
straight out the
I could
fucking
too.
thing.
I could too.
And keep it a buck with y'all. I'll eat it cold too. Take it right out the fridge and eat it cold. I've
Well,
done
I
it
would
before.
heat it up a little bit.
'cause
I'm
I've
not
been that
crazy.
lazy.
That's crazy. I would
Nah,
heat it up
I've
a little
eaten
bit.
it cold.
No, but that is my favorite thing.
All right, you know what? All right, maybe cold. No, yeah, I've eaten it cold for sure. But like where you could at least move it around, not where it's solid.
Yeah. No, on the rice to beans ratio, I'm big on beans. Give me them beans. Yeah, pernil is great. Rabo is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say Christian
Stewed
loves
chicken,
rabo.
obviously.
Rabo is oxtail.
Oh, bacalao is really good. I love that shit.
Yeah.
That's Dominican, right? The red,
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, the onions, the pink ones, the pickled onions.
Yeah.
You
trying
know,
to
you
think
know
what
what
they're
I'm talking
called.
about, right? I love those.
Yeah.
I tell them, I always say, please throw extra, like throw a bunch.
Throw some
It's
pink
really good
onions
when you
on
get
there.
it like with baked chicken.
Yeah.
I love a tres golpes. Love that shit.
You know, that's funny. Speaking about restaurants, there's this restaurant in Dumbo. That's like a barbecue place that they make. It's a Dominican barbecue place, and they make this sandwich called tres golpes. And it's like pork and the fried cheese and plantains, I think, in it. It's really good. Highly recommend. They make great stuff there. Great barbecue. I think it's called Bark Barbecue.
Barbecue spot sounds good.
Yeah, it's always so packed though.
We got to do Japanese barbecue.
I'm down.
I want to do Korean barbecue.
You know, I'm down for anything because these.
We
I
gotta
don't know
be true
why.
weebs.
I don't know why but these constant food questions are making me hungry. I don't know how we ended up on the food questionnaire on the day that I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I've said my favorite beans, the beans, like stewed
It's also
chicken,
habichuelas. That's the shit.
and
Love me
and the
some
onions.
penne.
Honestly,
Love me some
those
oxtail.
onions so much. And bacalao.
You know what's funny? I had this just a side tangent on the oxtail. I had we went to this Thai place that's by Delancey. They had like this oxtail rice bowl that was just fucking delicious, dude. I vacuumed that shit. It was
Sounds
so,
incredible.
yeah, it was great. It was a Thai place. I don't remember the name of the place, but man, that shit was sick.
Did it have the bone? Was
No,
it, like,
no,
on
no.
the
It was
bone?
just the beat. It was
Oh,
just
they
the meat.
took it off the bone.
Yeah, and then-
Yo. Now, where is that at?
It's by Delancey. I don't know where it is exactly. I don't remember the name right now. But that shit was so good. I want to go back. I'm sure if I Google it, I'll send it to you if I find it again.
Please. I'm begging you, man.
I remember it not being expensive too, which is crazy because like oxtail is usually really expensive.
Yeah.
But all right, and that's our pre-show chat show for the week. It's time for us to get to the main show. We'll see you guys there.
Peace. Nixon 5.
Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5.